Heyo, ladies and gents. This is Jazabelle, and this is just a really quick stream about what I do when I'm trying to figure out ideas for a build. In this case, I want to do a Qeynosian village. I've been wanting to do a Qeynosian village for quite a while. Not really village, I should say a Qeynosian, what's the word? Neighborhood. So what I'm doing is I'm running through Qeynos and I am looking at little details that make these homes Qeynosian that we might not necessarily even notice, but that that really kind of help get things going. So in this case, as you can see, I'm looking right here. This actually looks like a stair or two, and it has been angled at about I'd say 30 degrees because that's not 45. So there's a little overhang here, and it's like a blue stone overhang. And then these are kind of the indium. Oops, that's not how you spell indium. They're more of the rough stone texture. Okay, now it's the rough stone from, or the polished stone. Whatever the stone is from the marketplace. Stone tile. Let's see. Tile. Thank you. Tile. Finished stone. That's what it is. Finished. Yeah, it's the finished stone. So I don't really want to spend the money on the finished stone, so let's see. What? Plain fulginate. Okay, so that's pretty close. So I'm going to use the plain fulginate, I think, in my village. And if I decide that it isn't Qeynosian enough, I'll purchase the finished stone, but I'd really rather not purchase the finished stone until I have an idea of how much I need. Okay, so we have stonework on the first story, and here we have windows, and looking at these look a lot like they look a lot like window right here. So it's this part of the window right here. So I'm looking at this, and I was actually looking at it earlier. If I take two of these windows and I flip one upside down so that I can use the trim from the bottom along the top also, that'll give me and then I leave a square open in my walls, and then I sink the windows in so that I can hide this lower curve, and it's going to be a lower curve there. That should give me a nice little bit that looks a lot like this, and if necessary I can take a railing and toss it up right there between the two windows. I'd rather not, because the two windows look very finished as they are already, so, but that would give me the ability to create these kind of double windows here. I don't think any of the other windows that I can craft really fit as well. Yeah, because maybe do this one in the upper window and then just cover those bits. I don't know, I don't like it as much. So there's that. So those are the windows. And then there's this narrow bit between the first and second floor where the woodwork is, and then there's bricks. So let's see, somebody had a lovely idea in another house that I saw. They used the statue of Baal. Let's see if I can pull it up. This one, yes. Statue Baal Nobility. Here Here we go. So statue, bale, nobility. The brickwork here could be used as brickwork along here. On second thought, I don't really like that idea because this is slanted and it has the trim, and then of course you have to go through all the effort to hide the statue. So I'm looking at this, and actually I think there's a method where if you use two building blocks, one with a texture and one that's just mostly color. So like in this case, I could use red marble and the ice building block. So I could kind of get a light red brick going right here. And then up here, it's kind of cracked stucco, or not, yeah, a cracked whitewash even. It's not, oh hey, look, it's raining. It's not really true stucco, so yeah, that's, so Bale Nobility will make a great chimney. I can see that right now. And so these guys all seem to have the flat roof that comes down at an angle, and my brain is totally blanking on what that is called at the moment. So I'll have to think about it later. But these kind of rows of houses here, they have, you know, nice little details like that. So if I'm going to do this, I really want to work these in. And these houses are connected. So I'm thinking about doing somewhere between 5 to 7 houses. One right next to another. So I'm kind of thinking... I'm kind of thinking that I might actually make the houses touching each other. So they might have little yards, but they'll be right up against each other. So that's actually a pretty good start. I was not, you know, I didn't quite have that much planned out before, but I'm liking how the planning is going. So I might actually start collecting items. Because, okay, so this is, yeah, so it's practically this right here. So I can use fulginate for my fulg. So these can be my walls. And let's see. So it looks like it's capped with a sort of stucco-y thing too. So I'll have to experiment and see if I can get some stucco going. Not stucco. Plaster. Plaster! Why could I not think of plaster? Okay. So, those are some ideas, and so, yeah, well, let's see, this wood texture is very much the, like, if you do I think it's ash furniture. Similar, but not quite. It's not ash. What is it? It's, what's the matching? Okay, so... whatever. Okay, so it's one of those rough woods, but the railings that we have None of them really match. Okay, I'm gonna just move that down there for now. Railing, maple, ash, corrugated wood, no. No, oh, my textures are down. Why are my textures down? Display, texture resolution, maximum. There we go. How can you get a good look at what you're doing if you don't have maximum texture resolution? No, no, no. Definitely not. Nope. Nope. No. Nope. Oh wait, this one. So it's not perfect, but the tone of the wood, like the texture is not at all right, but the tone of the wood kind of matches. So, you know, I think that's probably going to be the wood I use for the railings there. So, looks like they have, the pattern isn't too difficult to follow. So anywhere there's a window, it has the 3 beneath it. And anywhere there's an edge, there are the 3. And if there isn't a window or an edge, it's just 3 vertical. So that's pretty simple. I can handle that. Oh, wait a sec. You screwed it up right here. Daybreak. It should have been the 3. Oh well, it looks like did they just like count instead? 1, 2, vertical, 1, 2, nope, 3, then vertical. 1, 2, 3, vertical, 1, vertical. Yeah, so it looks like they might have made a little mistake there. Okay. And then of course, big empty spaces on the walls are filled in with that little H-beam there. So, yeah, not too difficult. I really like that right there, and maybe I'll, come on. Why am I stuck down here? Alright, let's try this again. So, I really like this right here. It's very cute. I might even try to build it, except that we don't have triangular tiles. Hey, Break! Can we get some triangular tiles, please? But also, I'm trying to make sure that the houses I build are usable. And so this will only be added on after if it turns out I have the extra space. Hey, I never noticed the cat in that window. That's really cool. Apparently, I haven't stared at the colorful windows too carefully because I didn't notice the cats. That's kind of funny. Okay. I just assumed it was like this one with the design. Alright, so those are the small houses. Let's take a look at this larger house. So this one right here has the window over the door. And I can do that with something. And then it has... it's wider. And I like how the second floor is a little bit larger than the first floor. Then we have the supports right here. I'm not sure if I'm going to do them quite so fancy because, well, honestly, we don't have matching wood. See, these are matching wood. Let's see. Let's turn on the light. There we go. So this wood is matching here, and we don't have something that would match like that. So I could do something that doesn't match, but that at least looks cool, or not. Or I could do something that matches, but is less fancy. So I'll have to play around with that. Depends on my item count, because right now I'm estimating, guesstimating. I'm leaving. Let's see, I have 1,200 building blocks, and I'm estimating about 50 for the gates and the walls, and then 50 for the floor. Okay, I know that's really high for the floor, but having it that high gives me room to maneuver for the other items. And then I'm saying house 1, 2, 3, and 4 will take about 200 building blocks each, and then house 5, which will be slightly larger, will take about 300 building blocks. I'm going to build one house first, one of the small houses, and see what that item count is, and then from there I can decide whether I am going to stick with the 5 houses or if I can make it into 7. So yeah, we will have to see. I mean, these should be, in a sense, a little bit easier to do than, not easier, but should take less item count than the Qeynosian riverfront, because it's not one large house that has, you know, 2 stories on one side and 2 different wings and all this other stuff. But at the same time, oh yeah, and it's going to have a little less trim, because the Qeynosian riverfront had trim all up and down the sides and everything. So, oh wow, that's a very purple light there. Yeah, so I'm going to go gather some supplies, and the next video will be of me starting to throw some things together. I hope you found my process a little bit interesting. Like I said, I just run around the town, and I actually do take screenshots. You can't tell, but I do pause and take screenshots, and especially of things that I think I really want to focus on and make sure. Like, for example, these banners here. You know, it's just a little detail that I can toss into my version of a neighborhood, and you know, have banners crossing over the 2 sets of houses. So that'll be really fun. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching, and happy decorating.